Now.
This is the Neon Tarantino, the director Derek Dillinger.
And Katie Arquette, the leading lady of the production.
And we're live. No second takes, no reshoots.
And you're watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Cut.
Let's go.
Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? It is Tuesday, the 7th of July. It is episode 43 of The Wake and Bake. Welcome, everybody, to Kayfabe Coffee. I meant to say episode 43 of Kayfabe Coffee, and then welcome to The Wake and Bake. I am Tino's Time, joined by the Great Brown Hope. Wait, I think I got that wrong.
Too many by this morning, huh?
I just wanted to say that I'm Tino's Time. It's Tino's time.
Hey, there you go. Always.
It only works when you say it. You got to say it.
I know it always. It's always Tino's time, And if it ain't Tino's time, it's Tiffy time, and it starts. If you're a White Sox fan, it's Teal time too. If it ain't Tino's time or Tiffy time, so we got a lot of time going on. But you know what time they were in? They were in the best city in the world last night, Chi-Town, Illinois, Chicago.
I thought it was funny when they mentioned home of the White Sox right off the bat, and I was like, shout out Tino.
Wait, did they really? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, they did.
Let's go. First place, yep. Chicago White Sox. Let's go.
I know they said, like, I don't know if they said teams and other stuff, but, like, I was in and out. I was tired as hell from work. I was having dinner with the wife, and I was in and out, like, mentally, because I'm like, man, I'm so fucking tired. But I did hear him say, like, we're in Chicago, blah, 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 home of the White Sox. And I was like, oh, shit, Tino. That's Tino's team.
Man, that's the first time they might have said that in 4 years. The Sox, I did the math on Sunday. They showed the records. The Sox lost 326 games since 2024 or 2023. And I've watched every single one of them. So this season, them being 46 and 42, first place, it's a beautiful day right now. We live in large right now on the South Side.
Hell yeah. We got Eric Douglas in the house as usual. What's up, Eric? He says, Tino, how did you lose the title that quick? What does that mean?
What title? Oh, Tino's time, or what time is it? I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of times. I got to share the love,
He said, I'm not greedy.
I'm one of the nicest people in the world, man. I just get to the point where I feel like I'm getting stepped on and walked all over. That I just can't take it anymore. People snap eventually, and that's just,
We don't want you to snap, my boy. You are one of the nicest guys I know. I think maybe you gotta do like the little Sami Zayn thing that Karrion Kross tried to get him to do, and just kind of join the dark side. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that. I don't know. I made a short last night right after the show. I feel like it's kind of like, we'll get to that later, but man, Sami Zayn. I don't want. Yeah.
I mean, I'll mention it later. But while everybody is here and I got your attention, don't forget to subscribe to the Main Event Wrestling Network. I don't know if you are here and you're not subscribed, please do. If you are subscribed and you're here, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. We do this every single day. I don't think there's days we don't go live or drop some kind of content. So subscribe to us. Tell a friend. We've got a little bit of something. Excuse me, a little bit of everything. So. Oh, he was complaining about Sami Zayn. I thought he meant like you had like a title on your other shows, like on Southside Boys or something, like a White Sox title. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Because he said, how did you lose your title?
I'm understanding the assignment now. I thought I was Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus is leaving the company after all these years. Unfortunately, we found out this past weekend. So, I mean, listen, I'm Sheamus. I'm Sammy. I'm Ed Sheeran. I was watching Ed Sheeran.
You have to get the mohawk.
Man, I had it when I'm going to see if I can find a picture. It was like 3rd, 4th grade school picture. I had like a mohawk. It's so funny. I'm going to see if my mom had it.
You got to do it now because then you'd be Sheamus and the Amazing Red.
There you go.
and then you can do it for your live TNA show for the Hall of Fame. You can have the Mohawk like Amazing Red,
bro. I know. I'm gonna try to get the best guest ever, the hometown man. You know, we got to make a
dude. Did you see that he sold out? Like his merch is sold out.
And this guy, I know That's why I know.
Yeah.
And have you noticed too? Have you noticed how Tim all of a sudden is updating his camera, his
stuff,
exactly. Tim Vicious, I saw his karaoke rants a couple days ago. All of a sudden, it looks like 4K HD. Where all that money coming from, Mr. Man? Just saying, connecting the dots here, people. Make it make sense.
And then what did he try to say? How can I tweet this while I'm wrestling? And I was like, dude, this was pre-recorded.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying some type of shenanigans. Nobody ever connected that dots. I just thought about that. All of a sudden, he's updating updating equipment as soon as he's selling out merchandise. So
yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, he has his own merch like the day it's released. How does he have it for everybody else? You know, I don't get it. It's like he's not fooling anybody. But we'll go right back to WWE now. And if you watch TNA, we got TNA content. No Raw talk. I mean, TNA, Impact, and Monday Night Raw used to be on the same night for a little while. So, I mean, they used to draw 800,000 people a week. I think at one point they hit 1 million. That's why they got the Monday night spot for a little bit, because it looked like they were going to be able to compete. I mean, at that point in time, those are really good numbers. You know what I mean? I think the Fed was getting, 3-4 million a night or something like that on a good night.
Around that time. And I always talk about it. My neighbor, he liked WWE, but he was always more into TNA. So, like, I would go over to his house and watch TNA, and then he would, like, come over to my house, or I would be at his house, and we would watch, like, SmackDown and stuff like that. So I always just, like, the TNA stuff back in the day was just something. I don't know. It was just special.
It was special. And then Hulk Hogan got there and ruined it. He did. He really did. And, I mean, we'll talk about that another show. We'll put something together. I think we can get Tim and, because he works there, and Paperclip Mike to join us for, like, a TNA highlight show or something. We'll come up with something. As long as people are subscribed, they'll get to see it. So we'll go back to hashtag WWE RAW. We open the show, and we get a long-ass Seth Rollins and LA Knight promo. I remember right as I had mentioned it to the wife, I was like, how long is this going to go on? And I looked at it had been at 30 minutes into the show. I was like, Jesus Christ. And it's the same Seth Rollins promo. Like, LA Knight, I didn't think I'd say this, but I didn't like his promo either, but he literally got out there and saved Seth, because same Seth promo without talking about the Vision. He instead subbed in Roman Reigns, right? So, yeah. LA Knight saved that segment. It would have been it kind of was a whole bunch of nothing, but we got LA Knight on Raw how many times this time? 3 times, I think.
Yeah, we did see him a lot last night.
And
the one thing I did like about this is hypothetically, we'll just say Seth Rollins wins. Roman can't beat Seth Rollins. Roman is disaster, whatever. Hypothetically. They could go all the way back to the Saturday Night Main Event match where Seth Rollins pretended to get hurt, and then, because I was against LA Knight. So if they wanted to do Seth Rollins and LA Knight, they do kind of have a backstory and everything, but I don't know if that's the match. And again, we've talked about it a lot here on this channel, on the mixers, on episodes before. I mean, they've just waited too long on LA Knight at this point, and nobody's going to care, I feel like, if he wins, to be honest.
And then because they've dragged this on a little too long, even the Street Profits and Joe Henry can't show up to make up the numbers because Seth's out of that story already.
Well, yeah.
Street Profits. Like, he's moved on from that. That would have been the key factor, because he would have had some form of backup if the numbers showed up. They could have shown up in the crowd like, oh, we got your back, Seth, something. Even though nobody should trust Seth Rollins because he stabs everybody in the back. But if Seth Rollins fails, which he will, what if we got LA Knight versus Roman Reigns?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
There's that too. There's no big pay-per-view coming up. They can run the risk with seeing if LA Knight can really make the numbers move for the main event, or if Seth Rollins succeeds, you can do Seth Rollins versus LA Knight, like you said. So,
and as I'm thinking about it, I didn't even think about this until right this second. But remember, they're having this Sunday night main event on July 18th or whatever, so they could very well run Seth and LA Knight back again at Saturday night's main event, because it is before SummerSlam. And as you said, after SummerSlam, I don't think the next show is
Exactly.
I think it's not Night of Champions, Money in the Bank.
I mean, if they can give Sami Zayn his run,
No.
they're gonna give LA Knight some sort of run. I mean,
you would think so at this point, and I mean that's why you never say never. I mean, again, at the end of the day, you just never really know. Shoot, I mean, look at even Joe Hendry or others. I mean, it took forever, and that's the thing I was talking about that last night, like with Sheamus. Like, yeah, he was in WWE since 2009, and he's whatever, but he's been doing it for so long. But people always forget about like when they were in the Indies, when they were training. Like they've been doing this for so long that it's like if Sheamus retires right now, it wouldn't be such a bad thing. He doesn't need to go to AEW or go anywhere else. That's just so.
No, that's the truth. I mean, he's done so much in WWE. He's a recognizable name. He's a hot commodity. I mean, people who don't really watch wrestling would probably know who Sheamus is. He's been around that long. He's been a featured name for years and years and years, even without being a focal point of their sales pitch for stuff, not being the main event or not being in a big championship match, but he was always there. He was always somebody that had a match on a pay-per-view. So you can expect to see him. He had a loyal fan base. He still has a loyal fan base. So even if he does quit wrestling and just does his own thing, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's trying to stretch out his content. Maybe he's trying to do something else. And because of wrestling, those kind of things are limited. The contracts that they have for having to where they can't do all kinds of content while they're signed to WWE. You know what I mean? Like with like you mentioned before with New Day, like they can't really do up, down, down because it's more of a WWE trademark kind of.
I want to know what they're gonna do with that because that really sucks. Like I get it and everything happens, whatever. But like, what is like? I mean, Creed has built that for years. Like I've been watching that since like 2022, and I know he's been doing it for so much longer. And him and Breeze have been doing the My GM since freaking SmackDown versus Raw and everything. So
it's the same thing as the Zack Ryder show because when it was just him doing it, it was just him putting it together, editing it, uploading it, and then once it became a WWE property, when they were trying to put more content on the WWE YouTube, it was a completely different show. It was a WWE branded show. So, yeah. And then that disappeared. But before we go off the rails again, I think Rollins getting inserted into the main event and LA Knight still being kept relevant to the main event scene. I mean, we might actually see LA Knight even if he doesn't win a title, you can't say he hasn't had a good year. You know what I mean? He's featured every single week. What else do you want?
And I mentioned that too to Mr. J Dog in my chat all the time because he's always like, what the blah, blah, blah. Like Logan last night. He's like, why is Logan here? Like, he's still on television. Logan's still, that's his job. He's still got to show up. Like, unless I'm throwing up, I'm dying, I'm going to show up here. It's my job. I got to show up. Like, that's the work. You know what I mean?
And he's a full-timer now too. Some people who get injured don't even show up. They stay home.
And yeah, exactly. He's wearing his brace and he's got to, he's going to work and that's what he's got to do. And again, they get paid still being on television, even if they're not wrestling all that. Just like Danhausen. Danhausen has had less than 10 matches and he's freaking on TV every week cursing everybody. So,
if not, he's somewhere in mainstream media cursing people.
Literally mainstream media. I mean, the fact that people there's people that know about Danhausen that don't even know about WWE. Like, it's insane.
Crazy,
I mean, he brought the Knicks a championship. Who thought the Knicks were winning the championship this year? Not this guy. I don't even watch basketball.
All I'm saying is Mondani became mayor, Knicks won a championship. Not a coincidence. Right. So we're probably going to get LA Knight WWE championship reign after this, sooner or later, either after Rollins, after Reigns, and if not, he might still get the matches, put him on his resume. He could always go after the Universal title on another brand. So it's okay. Then we get a backstage segment. Gunther destroys Cody. He tells Sami Zayn, oh, yeah, I took care of him for you. It's not your problem anymore. Now I'm your problem. Nick Aldis gets involved. Adam Pearce gets involved. I don't know if Pearce, Aldis, and Gunther are going to have a triple threat, but
imagine that's the triple. That's the summer.
Hey, I mean, that would be fun. I wouldn't mind seeing Snap Dog in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Gunther against the two GMs, or more that I thought of last night. What if we get Pierce against Aldis? They both get a match. I mean, I don't know. Just after yesterday, it kind of seemed like maybe we could, and maybe they do something with Aldis Gunther, I mean, after yesterday, and we'll talk about it again in the main event, we could have a multi-man match for the world championship.
What up, Sam? We got Sam.
What's up, Sam? What's up, Sam?
He's
Also,
definitely way cooler than Jay Gold.
oh, for sure.
He is. He's way cooler than Jay Gold.
We need to keep Cody Rhodes out of the Allstate Arena parking lot and the Allstate Arena. Bro, every time he's there, he's bleeding. He got his ass beat by The Rock. He got his ass beat at the Chamber. He got his ass beat at fucking. I mean, leave Cody out of the Allstate Arena.
I think maybe if we check the archives, he probably got beat up by Orton back in the day too.
Really, and it's funny too. I think he had when he left, like when he walked out.
Yes, boy.
I think he was at the Allstate Arena too, which is even funnier. So just leave Cody out of there. He always just maybe he should not enter Chicago. I don't know. Oh, Andy tore his pec. I mean, not a good time for Cody in the Windies.
He's got to get Danhausen to uncurse him.
Yeah. Danhausen, as I've asked, please, I will pay you human monies to curse all the teams that the Chicago sports teams play. Got you.
I mean, what if Gunther pulls double duty? All this one night, Pierce the other.
There you go. I mean, again,
and then for each GM he beats, he gets like a free title shot on their brand, and he loses both of them.
Honestly, I wouldn't hate seeing Pierce and Nick Aldis wrestle again. I mean, from what I've seen with especially Pierce, I mean, I think he's a lot more impressive than people give him credit for. And Aldis is a former champion, so I mean, why not? I mean, it's not like we haven't seen it before. We used to see Shane McMahon go up against freaking AJ Styles and everybody in the freaking company. Why not Nick Aldis?
Yeah, I mean, go back and watch ROH, NWA, TNA. You'll find some good stuff there. Then we get the World Tag Team Championship match. I believe they had a hype promo before the match. Same old Vision bullshit. Then we get Vision versus. Oh shit! I put the Vision as champs. let me fix that real quick. I meant to say Vision new champs. Oh man, that's cool. It's okay. It happens. This is what happens when you gotta do everything.
Yeah. Grab the red solo cups for our guy, Mr. Montez Ford. Also a Chicago sports.
The red solo.
Who wants to smoke, yo?
Oh man! Hey, speaking of smoke, shit, we are at the Wake and Bake. We're always smoking here.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? It's always Tino's time, and it's always the Great Brown Hope's time. I've never said that in my life. So the World Tag Team Championship match. I like this match. It was fun. We got shenanigans. We got bullshit. We got Logan Paul being an idiot. And then we got Maxine Dupree and Theory Story coming full circle for tag titles? Question mark.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I want to know how Cam Hendricks feels about this. I don't know if you know who Cam Hendricks is.
Well, I mean, if we really got to talk about it, it looked like an actor's kiss. Like it was just a smooch, right? Like what's the word? Like a delayed smooch. It wasn't like Lana and Lashley, where Lana went all in on that shit. You know what I mean? Like that, where it's like, whoa, hey, what are you doing? Like we feel them making out with Lashley. Like they weren't making out, and they only did it once. They didn't do it again backstage or when they were celebrating. Like it was like a one-time thing. You know what I mean?
That you know of.
I mean, it on TV, camera.
Listen,
camera.
But the one thing I will say is they needed to do something with Maxine Dupree because obviously, I saw something a couple days ago that they said the reason why she didn't get more of a push is because the crowd didn't get behind her. And this might be something to give her to get more people behind her because I think she could definitely play a good heel and get involved. And I also said it last night. When was the last time we actually saw a woman a part of a faction? We saw Becky.
And then we saw Tozawa and Otis chasing after her, looking kind of heartbroken too. They were like, what the fuck?
Man, they can't have. Oh, poor Otis, man. He gets left by it, man.
And now we're gonna get Division versus Otis and Tozawa, which is gonna be fun. Honestly, I think we're gonna get a promo next week and then a match the same night because they're not gonna delay it. They're gonna do it, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna see Otis and Breaker go at it, but I think Tozawa is gonna eat a spear. I'm already booking the match, but
do you think it's going to be a Saturday night main event match, or do you think night main event, or do you think it's going to be like a SummerSlam, a Raw?
If they don't do it next week, it'll be for the tag titles of Saturday night's main event. Because what do they have booked? They have Danhausen against Jordan Devlin McDonough and the women's tag belts, right?
Yeah, as of right now, those are the
As of right now, yeah, those are the two matches I know are booked.
yes.
So, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad third match, and you get Braun Breaker on the card, and you get Logan Paul to show up.
Yeah, and again, and then at the end of the day, that's what they're always looking for. And the
And
Saturday,
then it is a long story. I mean, it's a story that started with Chad Gable, and now Chad Gable left them. Dupree's about to leave them. And I think it's going to be something where they confront her backstage, and she's like, "Well, I would never leave you guys. I love you guys." Blah blah blah. And then she's going to stab him in the back. I think that's what's going to happen. Like, she's going to break their hearts because everybody loves Otis. People got to love Tozawa. I loved Tozawa before it was cool. People got to see a more fun side of Tozawa. He got over with people. This will be something that'll actually like kind of pull at people's heartstrings because people care about these people. People love these people. So, I mean, it'll pull at my heartstrings for sure to see Otis sad again. And it's like, man, why you got to do this to Otis and Tozawa for? What'd they ever do to you?
yeah.
But, I mean, they've had a few tag title matches. They've had a few tag team title. I mean, a few tag team matches where they've got to see they could work. It wouldn't be out of the blue to give them another title match and do it on Saturday night's main event isn't a bad thing.
No, and again, I mean, I think the thing with like the Alpha Babes is, like you said, like watching Braun Breaker give that spear to Tozawa is something that like can go viral. It's gonna be the biggest short in WWE history, like they always say. So
and then with Seth Rollins out of that picture now and them doing their thing, now they can focus on just being dominant in the tag division. Division has failed, but now they're two-time tag champs. They have to do something where they don't have to start going after somebody in singles competition. They can just defend their tag belts, the two of them, until Logan or Reed come back, and just dominate the tag scene. Here they could beat Tozawa and Otis. They're gonna probably beat Street Profits again. After that, I don't know if they have any other teams lined up right now per se. Can you think of any other teams that they might throw at them?
I mean, unless they bring the Creed brothers back or something like that. But I mean, I don't know what we're doing with them. I mean, I'm sure I don't even know if they're still Bravo and Julio or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. The tag division is just awful.
Oh, I mean, I was about to get to this. See, like I was already cooking with this that I forgot that I do know another team that could go up for that. But hold on. I like this match a lot. As I mentioned before, it was fun. The right team won, obviously. Vision had to win this, or otherwise Division is just pointless. Street Profits have proven time and time again that they are the best. They're not going to be going anywhere. No one's going to be mad they lost. No one's going to care that they lost that much. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, Street Profits are done, blah, blah, blah. So the right team won here. I give it 3.5 espressos. It did its job.
See, it did, but I don't know. I just feel like, well, like why give the titles back to Division just so Maxine can join? Like, why couldn't like the Street Profits have their titles for a little bit longer?
Well, it's like I mentioned, they have nothing. You know what I mean? They don't have anything right now. They just lost to Seth. They have the if they have the tag titles, they have something going for them. They can at least dominate the tag scene. Who else would they bother in singles competition right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
And
like,
at least this way we get to see Braun do more spears, more wins for them. So,
I mean, like you said, Division failed, but at least they're doing something, and they're at least like trying to squeeze every last bit of it that they can. And it does help that Seth is now focusing on Roman and all of that, and not worried about Division anymore. And he got his job done. They had their match at Night of Champions, and let's just move on. And I mean, that match was great. Did you see that they are blurring out Braun's face because of the blood in the parts of Netflix?
That's stupid. Does Netflix realize? Oh no, wait. On what? Where is it on? On Netflix or ESPN?
It's on Netflix.
I guess they don't realize that fucking movies have blood.
I mean, I don't know. Stupid. Got all it. Dumb.
Oh well, can't do nothing about it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you give this match?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I thought it was good. I'll give it 3 espressos, but I don't know. I just wanted to see the Street Profits have the titles for a little bit longer. But I mean, again, I'm happy for Maxine to be doing something, and she's involved, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if this woman added to the division does anything. And I loved how Paul Heyman at the backstage goes, "Oh, thanks for doing this," and Austin Theory thought he was talking to him, and he goes, "No, you, her," and it was just like, "Yup." So,
hey, maybe they can get her a singles belt again.
Maybe, you never know.
All right, and then we get the best tag team on Raw, Ethan Page and Alexander Rusev. They could be a good run for the titles. We got a backstage segment. They talk shit to Penta. They talk shit about Rey Mysterio. And here comes Dragon Lee to the fucking rescue. Don't talk about Rey Mysterio. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Rey Mysterio can defend himself. He is a grown-ass man. Why is Dragon Lee? Oh, my God.
He said even when Rey's not on Raw, he's still on Raw.
We are right back at it. We are right back at Space A where these people are back at defending Rey Mysterio's honor. Like, bro, Penta is the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Dragon Lee has nothing. Like, focus on yourself, bro. You think Rey Mysterio's worried about you? Hell no. He ain't doing nothing for you. He is the AAA GM. Has he done anything for Dragon Lee? Hell no. What do you get for defending Rey Mysterio's honor? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. So we get this backstage segment.
You could say you can support Rey Mysterio.
And then he's trying to sell a Mexico jersey with his fucking mask design or whatever. And I'm like, this is why Mexico fucking lost.
El Grande Americano was in the crowd, I saw.
Yeah. No, that was pretty cool, though. That was nice. That was legit. But Ethan Page and Alexander Rusev, man, I love these guys together. The chemistry is great. The way that Ethan Page was like, hey, it's Ethan Page and Rusev was like, it's Rusev and Ethan Page. They just feed off each other. It's a good pairing. It's a nice classic pairing. Honestly, it works. Anybody who said it was random does not know how to play ball. From day one, these two have made it work. They have turned it into something that I think is going to be something very special very, very soon. They look good together in the ring. I say give them a run for the tag belts, man.
I mean, yeah, I think they're doing a great job. And I mean, it's just one of those pairings that like naturally worked. And it's like Ethan Page again is on TV every week. And that's the biggest thing where it's like he's on TV. And now they're all going to be in a gauntlet match next week, which I love myself some gauntlet matches. So
7-man gauntlet match, bro.
I'm excited to see how that goes and how that plays out. But I mean, I'm just like you said with Rusev and Ethan, it helps when you bring people up from NXT because then there's people that like Rusev and there's people that still go back to Rusev Day. But then people are going to learn who Ethan Page are because we always talk about how people don't watch NXT. They haven't watched AEW. They don't know who Ethan Page is until he showed up on Monday Night Raw. So the fact that he's with Rusev, and they do it with The Miz all the time. Every time somebody comes up from NXT, they put him with The Miz. So now I guess Rusev's that guy, which is fine. And like you said, I mean, why not have them be a part of the tag division if neither one of them win that gauntlet match next week? Because I think they're both in it. So should be interesting. And again, why not just, wouldn't be such a bad thing and a bad idea. Give Ethan his first WWE title in the main roster. And I don't think Rusev's ever won the tag titles. And I think then Rusev would only need the world title to become a Grand Slam champion.
Exactly. I mean, we have 7, Dragon Lee, Chad Gable, Joe Henry, Javon Evans, Dom Mysterio, Ethan Page, and Alexander Rusev.
And then Rey Mysterio is going to enter himself next week.
That's what I was going to say. Who does Rey Mysterio ask for the spot? He's going to go up to Dragon Lee. He's going to pat him on the shoulder and say, hey, man, I got this. And then Dragon Lee's going to say, okay. And Rey Mysterio is going to be in this gauntlet, and Dragon Lee won't. That's what I'm putting my money on.
Kyle, clip it.
Honestly, like he's not even going to ask him, like, hey, can I take your spot? He is going, no, or he's going to go up to Pierce like, hey, Pierce, let me get a spot in the gauntlet match. You know, I had surgery on my knee 5 times. Let me get a shot at the title. And Pierce is going to say, no, can't do. The match is already booked. And then Dragon Lee's going to walk up and say, hey, Ray, you can have my spot. If this happens, and then he loses. He's the first one eliminated from the gauntlet. Oh, man. It's going to happen, dude, because, I mean, you look at that lineup. I mean, Henry has been in the Intercontinental Championship feud, but I like him being added to it. I don't mind it at all. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
The biggest thing is just being on TV and getting their names known right now for the.
I mean, because he is on TV weekly too, so it's not a bad thing to put him on. No, and it's not the same old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I think it was good to do what they did with him and Logan Paul, because people all know who Logan Paul is, and if you're gonna get somebody,
I feel like I answer this question every single week. Fuck Rey Mysterio. It's as simple as that.
You're gonna have to answer that question for the rest of your life for the every week.
Literally, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start carrying like I forget what they're called, but back then they had these little devices where you could play like 5-6 second clips, and I'm just gonna carry it every time. And when somebody asks me why I don't like Rey Mysterio, I'm just gonna push the button, so I don't have to say anything at all.
There you go.
All right, let's move on from that. Let's move on from Dragon Lee defending Rey Mysterio's honor. Then we get a women's intercontinental title match: Sol Ruca versus Raquel Blood In Blood Out Rodriguez. How'd you feel about this one, Tino?
I thought it was Big Sexy Raquel Rodriguez.
Huh?
I thought her name was Big Sexy Raquel Rodriguez.
I've never said that in my life, and I'm not gonna say it now.
Whatever. I mean, I am happy. I at this point in the show was having shenanigans happen in my house, so I walked away for a second to go get something to drink, and my guy Lamar was on the stream with me, thankfully, so there was people still here talking to the chat. But I looked away for like 5 seconds and walked away, and Sol Ruca somehow retained the title. But I thought at one point Raquel was going to win. And I don't know if you saw, Sol slipped again a couple times. I don't know if that's just the ring mat. I don't know what it is, but it just unfortunately seems to be happening a lot, which, again, I think she'll figure out. Again, she's still trying to figure out the main roster and everything. But, I mean, I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought for sure Raquel was going to win. But then again, Danhausen, I mean, yeah, he cursed Liv Morgan and Dominic, but he's cursed the Judgment Day, I feel like. So nothing's going to go right for the Judgment Day and at this point. So happy Sol won, and it's always fun to see a little Soul Snatcher.
Honestly, I think it's the Vans, because she wrestles in Vans, right? I noticed that last night.
I think so. Yeah, actually, yeah.
It could be.
That's a good point. She might just need to change it up. And again, it's nothing to do with her because she never did this in NXT. I mean, she did do it a couple times, but again, it happens. It is what it is. But it just seems like it's happening a lot. But that could be something. And again, it's not like she's doing it on purpose. Shit happens. It is what it is. But I just know everybody's looking at every inch of it, and I'm sure there's people that are complaining. Oh my god! But again, Sol Ruca is another one. They gave the IC title to her, and she's running with it, and she's at least making a name for herself. She's on TV every week. She's trying to do what. And from February, from when I was at the Elimination Chamber and the meet and greets and all that, because she was actually one of the most popular ones besides Penta that weekend. The fact that now they're in Chicago again on Raw and she's Intercontinental Champion, 5 months later, I think is just so cool. Like, you really never know how fast things can happen. So I'm interested to see what they do with her at SummerSlam, because hopefully the title's on the line.
Yeah, who do we have her defended against?
I don't know. I mean, maybe a multi-person match. I still want to see Liv and Raquel or Liv and Roxanne at one point, but I think Liv's going to lose that title, obviously, to Io Sky at SummerSlam. It's looking like that's the way they're going, especially with Danhausen cursing her and everything. And Danhausen ain't uncursing them unless they give them money, and Dominic and Liv ain't got money. I mean, I don't know if you saw this past weekend. All the Liv fanboys are gonna have to hold off now because Liv Morgan is now in relationships and is taking.
Like they had a chance. They got to get deodorant first. Goddamn.
Man. Bro, I have it in my bag every time I go to these shows, and I literally just make sure before, because I do walk around and I sweat and stuff, but it's just like you gotta make sure. And
hold on. I got to bring this up because I haven't had a chance to defend myself regarding this. He said, GBHD still think Carmen dethroned Soul. So the other night, I think about 3 weeks ago on NXT Night Shift, they had asked who would be a good contender for Sol Ruca on the main roster. And I had said, well, she's going to need throwaway opponents. I would say have Carmen Petrovic show up as a challenger, blah, blah. And for some reason, they took it as me saying Carmen Petrovic would dethrone her. And it's like, no, she would just go to Raw, challenge for the belt, and then go back to NXT. Like, it's happened before. She's working the main event circuit like Kiana James was, Roxanne Perez, Sol Ruca, people like that. It's like they do the main event tour because they're working the dark matches, Yeah,
and it's funny you say that, too, because Kyle and Jay Gold on this past episode of NXT Night Shift were talking about people that they like and everything. And Kyle made a comment about how I'm thirsty for Carmen Petrovic and how I'm always on her comments and her section and all this and that. But I mean, I mean, Carmen is somebody that is an up and comer and this and that, but I mean, you got to support your roster. I'm the type of person that will support anybody from day one ish, and I love watching them rise. So, I mean, listen, Carmen is somebody that, again, she's with Natty and Nikita Lyons right now, so you never know what could happen. And Liz, speaking of NXT and women on NXT, Lizzie Rain was on main event last night in Chicago. So, I mean, hey, you never know. And again, that's the way you're going to get people to be noticed, is have them. Just like when Stephanie Valkyrie came out on the Raw after WrestleMania a couple of years ago and had her one match, and then she went back to NXT. Why not? I mean, you got to get to know these people somehow if you want them to end up being big stars. And if they put her with Natty, they obviously see something in her. And again, could be the next blonde bombshell that everybody is falling in love.
And she's also in Perros de Mal, so there's that too.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing it all, and that's the thing too. It's like these superstars nowadays, seeming the ones that care are doing as much as they possibly can, like the Javon Evans, the Trick Williams, the people that are just out there doing the Danhausens is on ESPN. Like the fact I'm watching Stephen Amell and Danhausen just randomly shows up. Like what? Huh? So just one of those things I always say. I mean, it's not a bad thing, no matter who it is. If it's Carmen, if it's a Nikita Lyons, if it's somebody from NXT, well, whoever it is. Like Jackson Drake could come up and freaking have a match, and I think people would be like, "Oh my God, who's the Jackson Drake guy?" It's just one of those things. And I always say, who cares who you support? Support whoever you want. That's like me. I've been supporting the White Sox and my teams for years, and now maybe it's all finally starting to pay off. So,
and then there isn't always like you don't have to do an open challenge with championships either. Like back then, Chris Masters had a Master Lock challenge.
Yeah,
that's how Chris Masters got over.
I used to put my pillows in Master Locks, or like those big wrestling buddies that they had. I had like a bunch of them, and I would try to practice it because it would help my hand too. Because like my hand back in the day was like stuck like this, so like it was I would like try to like use my fingers because it was like hard. But,
okay.
So it was like bro, like when I would play video games too, like it would like. It's funny how I got my controller right here, but like it's like it was like a way for me to like help my hand. So like there's a lot of things.
Yeah. Full Nelson makes sense. That you should work on it. So if you ever have to do it to somebody, you're already ready to go.
I know. I got children's here. Maybe I could practice on.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't you have a wrestling buddy somewhere? Go practice on that.
You can
He's like, come over here.
Buddy.
He's like, get over here. I gotta show you something. Oh man. And then even like Obafemi's open challenge, they could have had somebody from NXT show up for fun, like Josh Briggs maybe, just because like, I mean, you're telling me that Josh Briggs wouldn't randomly pop up and answer Obafemi's challenge.
Hey, Wallet just signed his own death warrant.
He is somebody too that like he might never be like the biggest name, but like if he goes to Raw or SmackDown, he could be somebody that's on TV weekly.
Dude, he was endorsed by JBL at one point, like big time endorsement. Like I always bring it up because I remember these little things. Like do something with it. Like you don't need to give everybody a champ. I mean, obviously you can't give everybody a championship. Not everybody can win all the time, but you need characters. You need fresh faces. People get bored. I mean, we had 3-hour SmackDowns. And that would have been key for being able to debut a few people consistently and not just after Mania or right before Mania. You know what I mean? Like not just for the buzz, for the viral moment. Like you can bring people out like that. Not every debut has to be big, because if you try to make every debut big and then it's not big, it doesn't work out. Like if you just start bringing them out little by little, just showing up in the back, or just coming out to work random matches, little things like that will at least get people to recognize somebody. It's not like, oh, this guy just popped up out of the blue, I'm supposed to care about him because people are cheering for him because a bunch of people from NXT know who he is, and that's why sometimes it doesn't work, because they expect too much. And it doesn't fall through, and it is what it is. Speaking of Obafemi, we then get the Obafemi and Paul Heyman segment, which kind of went on for a while too. But I mean, Obafemi is really good at talking.
He is. And that's the thing. It did go on for a while, but it did do its job, and it gets me more excited for this Hell in a Cell match, because I just don't know how long this Hell in a Cell match is going to be, and we've seen Hell in a Cell matches before, and I mean after the Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt won, whatever the hell that was. I don't know. I just had PTSD with Hell in a Cell matches. So I'm just hoping that it ends in a pinfall. We don't see some type of bullshit where they both like laid out and they somehow randomly end the match and they just imagine. I'll throw something on my TV. So, but I mean, it did a job. Paul Heyman came out, did what he had to say. He said all the things, the beast, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And I mean, like you said, Oba's been growing and he's getting those he gets the confidence, and that confidence is just key for some people sometimes. And he can go out there and do anything right now and say whatever. And people were standing in the audience doing the walk during him talking, not even the entrance, just him talking. Like, that's insane. And I mean, the Chicago crowd is always crazy as it is, but I mean, it's everywhere these people are doing it. It's just insane. I mean, there's people at weddings doing. I don't know if you saw like this past weekend. I was looking at. There's people at weddings doing the Oba Femi.
People at weddings, Jesus Christ!
Style, I love it. If I find a girl that loves wrestling and we get married, bro, let's go. Let's do the Oba Femi walk.
Let's do the Oba strut. Tino walks down the aisle doing the Oba strut.
Network in the chat, you're all there. Kyle, GBH, Hometown Man, Sam's, everybody.
Hometown Man. It gets me every time. I remember when I saw him the first time I saw Hometown Man, I said, this motherfucker looks familiar. And it was right after we did the interview. We did an interview with Tim Vicious. He was talking about how he kind of misses his wrestling days. And then I tried to get him a match with IW Guide. I tried to get him a match. I forgot with who else. And nobody was calling us back. And then suddenly Tim was like, you know what? It's fine. Like, I'm kind of over it. And then Hometown Man appears on TNA. I don't know, man.
Doesn't make sense.
The math is mathing. Tim is the Hometown Man. And then the T, and it's supposed to be Home Tim Man, but somebody in the crowd said home, like in a Spider-Man. And he's like, what's your name, kid? The Human Spider. The Human Spider? That's terrible. So he renamed him the Hometown Man. He's like, my name's Home Tim Man. No, you're Hometown Man now. But Oba Femi's promo every single time has been different. And people always use like, oh, we're going to hell when it's a Hell in a Cell match. I mean, it's stupid because it's not really hell. Maybe an Inferno match, you can say we're going to hell, but Hell in a Cell, like it doesn't sound. And then
see, you know what it is? It just doesn't hit the same like it used to. Like I remember, and maybe it was just because I was there, but when Cody Rhodes said, "We're going to hell," to Seth Rollins when they had their match in Chicago, or like back in the day when Undertaker and Rock had their match, or Shawn, and like I don't know, it just felt different back then. And even watching it now, like I watch like the Hell in a Cell match from like the early 2000s to like now, and it just does not feel the same. I can't tell you the last time I Hell in a Cell match actually felt like, oh my god, like this is going to be like insane. It just
they have to, or maybe certain Hell in a Cell matches set the bar too high. But then again, that was the point. Like it's supposed to be carnage. Like there's supposed to be bullshit. Like
the biggest thing what happened is I think for those years that they had the pay-per-view and they had like three a year or 2 a year, it was just too much, and it was just like they don't mean anything anymore. And like unless you're going to the shows, like it's different if you go. Like if you go to the show, no matter what show you go to, it's the greatest show of all time because the atmosphere, the wrestling, just being around like everybody that likes the same thing, it's different. But there's someone they're not good at all.
And the Elimination Chamber match is different too. So there's that.
Don't even get me started on that. I did the whole entire fucking rant.
Oh man, but are we excited for it though? Are we excited for Femi and Lesnar 3?
I mean,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm excited. It's obviously going to start off the show. I mean, why not? I mean, you're getting a free.
Lesnar is always going to kick off the show.
You're getting a free Hell in a Cell match on ESPN. You should be happy about that. And that's my thing too. That's my thing. That's my, and I said it a couple weeks ago or last week when I did my members only prediction for SummerSlam. You make this the entire hour. You don't rush. You don't, or at least make it 45 minutes and then have the second match start on ESPN Plus. So you get 5 matches on ESPN Plus and you get the Hell in a Cell match. Because if you're going to want people to go to ESPN Plus, you have the Hell in a Cell match be the entire hour because you know damn well there's going to be people that go there and be like, I got to see what happens or what, like with this or anything. So And by the time the match starts and they do all the entrances, they can go. I don't know if it was you and I or Kyle, somebody talked about it. They could always run over and be like, go to ESPN Plus to finish off the Hell in the Cell match. And why not? What's it going to hurt you?
Yeah, because we're going to get what? Maybe 10 minutes of entrances?
Probably even longer, depending on how fast Brock walks down the ring.
Yeah, because where's it going to be at? It's in Indianapolis, right? Colt Stadium?
No, in Minnesota, it's at the U.S. Bank Stadium.
Oh, that's right. Minnesota because of the Viking helmet. Remember how I didn't get it? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the purple people eaters.
The purple people eaters. That's racist.
Huh?
Racist Tino.
Oops.
He said, no, I'm not racist. You're supposed to
I'm
say
not.
I'm racist.
I swear. I've been saying that since I was like 11. I forgot where I heard it from.
You have no soul.
I've always called the Vikings the purple people eaters.
That sounded even more racist.
I
Don't
know,
forget to subscribe to the Main Event Wrestling Network.
Cut that. Don't cut that.
No, you're supposed to say clip that. Don't forget to subscribe to the Main Event Wrestling Network. We're trying to get to 400. We at the Wake and Bake want to get to 420. Got a lot of content for you guys, a lot of weekly, daily stuff, monthly stuff. I know we've got a few mixers coming up. We've got JPJ, who is finally back with the Morning J this Thursday. I believe we didn't get one for 2 weeks, but he's back, and we are excited. I'm hoping to get the day off Thursday. There's a lot going on in the world today, but let's go back to Raw. We got 2 matches left. We have Ethan Page and Alexander Rusev against Chad Gable and Dragon. I speak for Rey Mysterio Lee. This was also a pretty fun match. Did its job. The chemistry with Ethan Page and Alexander Rusev is fucking insane, man.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like, that's the reason I mentioned earlier. These guys are bound for something great. Their in-ring chemistry is great. They feed off each other. They feed off each other's energy, off the crowd, off their opponents. I think they only had one match together before. Even that match was great. This one was better. I liked how when Ethan Page was down, Rusev was always there to back him up. At one point, he had to drag Page to the corner to tag himself in, which is smart. You know what I mean? You don't see a lot of people do that. They wait for their partner, like, hey, come on, I got you. But Rusev was like, no, get your ass over here. I got you. Tags him out. And Dragon Lee tapped out. But you know what? We're not going to get a "you tapped out" chant because people like Dragon Lee. You know? That's another thing I have is that when it's like somebody people like, oh, we're not going to hit them with the you tapped out chant. That's bullshit. Wherever Raw is next week, I'm going to see if I can either get tickets. If it's way too far in another state, I'll ask somebody to try to start a "you tapped out" chant when Dragon Lee shows up. Hopefully it works. Oh. And then we had post-match shenanigans. They put
everybody
Chad Gable in the Accolade as well. What I liked was when he was in the Accolade, Ethan Page was throwing punches too. So you know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. Like they're coming together really well. I love this pairing so fucking much. And then who comes out to the rescue? It's Rey Mysterio. No, it's not. It's Joe Henry. Joe Henry runs out and he comes to their rescue. Why didn't Rey Mysterio come out to rescue Dragon Lee?
Because right now,
you know why?
Gauntlet match.
No. Do you know why?
Because he's busy booking the greatest triple.
No, because Rey Mysterio only cares about Rey Mysterio.
Well, that's a lie because actually Rey Mysterio won the world title in that arena. So Rey Mysterio loves the All-State Arena and Chicago WrestleMania 22, the greatest world title championship win of all time.
I will always respect you for your loyalty to the Rey Mysterio fan.
Man, I tell you,
no matter how hard I try, I cannot seem to get you to give up on your Rey Mysterio fandom.
Nope, and that's honestly why. Because he won the title in Chicago. It was like the first WrestleMania I remember watching.
He cares about Dom.
Fuck Dom. See, there you go. Fuck Dominic Mysterio.
He let Dom get beat up by Brock Lesnar, and then he went to get Cable.
And you know where that was at too? That was in Chicago.
Jesus Christ.
Series 2023. I'm not even kidding you, bro. Brock Lesnar and Rey Mysterio world title match. That's right. I forgot about that.
Unbelievable.
I love it. Yes, sir. That's right. Because you remember he did like 17 suplexes to Dom, and Dom was like dead in the ring. I completely forgot about that one too. See, Ray in Chicago. There's just something about it. Yeah.
This guy's a thumbs up. Man, fuck Rey Mysterio. But you know what, man? Like I said, this match was a lot of fun. Everybody did their part. Chad Gable, Dragon Lee, phenomenal performers. I mean, holy shit, man. Their chemistry is great as well. Chad Gable just wants to get invited to the card, and I saw that so fucking bad. I like this match. I really do. I might go back and watch it again, honestly. Ethan Page and Rusev is working out really well. Even if they don't give Ethan Page the Intercontinental Championship, give him the tag belts. You can make these two a really good face team. Like when they were able to get Sheamus and Cesaro kind of over. I mean, people weren't really embracing them as much, but the more hardcore fans were like, fuck yeah, we love the Bar. And that's what you got here with Ethan Page and Rusev. You can get a good team to get the hardcore fans into a team to back somebody up. And hopefully in the process, Ethan Page can, because he's got the looks for a solid babyface one day. And with him and Rusev as tag champs, taking the belts off the Vision, why not, right?
I mean, why not? I mean, they play hot potato with the tag titles anyway. Why the hell not? And like I said, give Ethan his first title and Rusev gets a tag title.
So why not? I mean, I'd give it to him. But that's just me.
Oh,
But with my luck, they'll probably give the tag belts to fucking Chad Gable and Rey Mysterio.
Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio.
No, Dragon Lee's going to get swapped out. Watch. Chad Gable and Dragon Lee are going to get a title shot, and then guess what? Rey Mysterio's going to go up to Dragon Lee. Hey, I got this. He's done it before. He has done that. He replaced Dragon Lee in a match once. Don't forget. And in another match, he replaced Carlito. So I'd be careful, right? I mean, people say you can't trust Seth Rollins. You can't trust Rey Mysterio, bro. He don't give a fuck about you. You can defend Rey Mysterio's honor all you want, but when you're in the accolade getting beat up by Ethan Page and Rusev, Rey Mysterio ain't going to come save your ass. I'll tell you that much. No. Then we got our main event. The WWE Undisputed Universal World Heavyweight Championship, Sami Zayn versus, oh my gosh, who could it be?
Well, see, but you forgot something. You forgot a backstage segment between Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, where Nick Aldis said, because Adam Pearce is not doing his job, Nick Aldis went and made a phone call.
That's right.
Opponent for Sami Zayn, because Adam Pearce did not do his job good enough, according to Nick Aldis, and Cody Rhodes was taken out, and Cody Rhodes was not medically cleared because, as I said, keep him out of the state of Chicago because obviously. But yeah, I mean, who else was it going to really be? Let's be real here. I mean, I've said it since Friday. I mean, there was no other person that it was going to be other than freaking CM Punk. We haven't seen him since WrestleMania. So.
That's right. Yeah, this is a good way to bring him back. And even if he had lost, it still would have been a huge reaction regardless. I honestly thought I thought Sammy was gonna pull some shenanigans. Honestly,
well, I mean, there's people like when I would go to these shows and stuff. It would be like 4 hours before the show, and people are just screaming CM Punk, screaming. Again, CM Punk's the Second City Saint and everything else like that. But yeah, I mean, I said it. I mean, the fact that again, Sami Zayn now can never take away that he was World Heavyweight Champion. Sami Zayn will always be grounded and labeled as a champion. But the fact that he lasted as long as it did. It's like as soon as it was CM Punk, I knew CM Punk was winning the match. I didn't know how. I didn't know which way. But I knew that he was going to win. And that's why I think there's going to be a multi-man match at SummerSlam. Because obviously Cody's now taken out. If they go some other aspect of maybe Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis versus each other. Maybe they add Gunther. Maybe they make it a fatal four-way. And they just make it the biggest SummerSlam main event of all time.
Jago, Eric Douglas says, so let me get this straight. Liv, Roman, Rhea, Dom can go months without defending the title, but Sammy can't go a week. Sammy's the one that's running around talking about, hey, I'll defend my championship. He put this on himself.
Don't even get me started on Liv Morgan and her 77-day title reign with no goddamn defenses.
And then S Gold says that was too predictable last night. Yeah, I feel you, Sam. It really was.
Hey, it was.
You just knew he was going to lose that belt. Even if it would have been Cody, I think he would have lost to Cody too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. It's like either way he was gonna lose it, but I feel like they did this. They did that storyline for a reason to make it a multi-man match to get Cody, Punk, Sammy, and probably Gunther if they don't do Gunther and Altas at SummerSlam. So
And then he's lucky he didn't get a 1-day reign like Kane and Mankind, honestly, because that's what it felt like to me. I was like, oh, this is like his thank you, and not really his thank you reign, but it was more of a, oh, here you go, like fine, we'll give you one.
Well, that's what I mean. Where it's just like I feel like they did that, and it's just like, okay, yeah, he can say he's world champion, but he literally had it for like not even that long of a period of time.
Sammy wins the Royal Rumble next year.
Why? He won the world title.
But at this point, it's not out of the question. He could still win the Rumble and lose a title match, and his debate against it would obviously be, I've done it before, I can do it again. I mean, it could work next time. It's different. I mean, I mentioned it too. There's a blog about it. I think I wrote it like 2 years ago. That's how long ago it was. But with Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn, if Karrion Kross was still on TV, he'd be proud of Sami Zayn right now. You know what I mean? He'd be saying like, "See, I told you."
Last week, Karrion Kross was at an event, and as Sami Zayn won the title, he like started celebrating and like started like running around the table. It's like, hell yeah.
Then Sam says, agree about a short reign. I'm not against it. I like Punk, but they sort of let this be known very far. Sammy does not win the Rumble.
As soon as Cody got hurt, I was like, they're going to have Punk come out at the end of this show, aren't they? And that's exactly what he did. I mean, again, he was in Chicago, it's in Chicago. In Chicago, you weren't going to have Punk. You weren't going to have him not be a part of the show in some aspect. I mean, think about it. The last 3 shows that they've had in Chicago, 4 shows maybe, 4 shows if he was on. He returned at Survivor Series. He won the match, the Elimination Chamber. He won the world title last night, and I think there was like a SmackDown or something he showed up at. So no matter, I think it was the one when he did the Thugonomics, or no, maybe that wasn't. I don't know. He did another one, but he's always going to be in Chicago no matter what.
No, I don't know though. So this puts Punk on SmackDown technically, right?
Yes, correct. And that's the thing too. Why were we defending the SmackDown title on 2 shows, or the SmackDown title on Raw?
Because Sami Zayn was running his mouth.
Fuck Sami Zayn.
He didn't want to wait till Friday to defend it. Oh man. I mean, this will be interesting. You still got Gunther in the picture. What if we get Aldis versus Pierce with Gunther suspended in a shark cage? And then whoever wins gets to fight Gunther.
Why not bring back the shark cage? Why the hell not? Let's do it. Fuck it.
Speaking of shark cage, did you see that Enzo and Cass might be back?
I've been talking about that for a while. I thought Enzo was going to show up at NXT at one point.
Any day now. It's bound to happen. What's the next NXT pay-per-view?
Heatwave.
Where is it at?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Let's find out. Tell everybody we are 20 subscribers away to 400.
Oh, we're at 380?
Yeah.
So that means we're only 40 from 420 subscribers, y'all.
Exactly.
Imagine what if we hit 420 subscribers while we're live on the Wake and Bake?
It's happened before, or not on the Wake and Bake, but I've got 20 subscribers being live on an episode before. So
No. I meant when we hit 420, we're live on the Wake and Bake.
Oh, well, we'll just have to line it up that way. We'll just have to tell Kyle there's no shows allowed when we're like 419.
Oh, we just have everybody call in and we all just smoke up.
Yeah.
To close the show. Well, 420, and then somebody unsubscribes. Oh no, we have to cut it, and then we do it again.
That should be exactly what it is. And when we hit 420, we all finally do that thing where you were talking about, where we all just hang out and light it up and have a good time and
hell yeah,
about life.
Big cast.
I'll even if Kyle doesn't pay for the like premium, I'll even set up a StreamYard link because I can have like 12 people because I pay for like the most expensive.
God damn! So we could all be on the stream, smoking, choking, rolling blunt, smoking, choke, smoking, choke.
Smoke. I'll just send it to the Discord. Show up, whoever wants to.
Just do a continuous live stream once you hit 419.
Wherever we're at, Kyle.
Yes.
Kyle,
it's 420 right off the bat. Okay, guys, good night.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally. There we go. That's what we should do. When we hit like 410, we should just go live until we hit 420, and then as soon as we hit 420, we all light it up and bye. Deuces, ooses.
what the hell did you just say?
I said deuces, ooses.
It's just me, Oos.
It's just me, oos.
Oh, and I like how Jacob laid out a lame ass night.
And Jacob came out Jacob's another one. And I also said that too. If you think about Chicago, the last like 5-6 times they've been in Chicago, they've had some type of debut because Jacob also debuted in Chicago when they were in Chicago SmackDown. He popped his ass up.
Popped his ass.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna get the rematch at SummerSlam. It's gonna be a multi-man match. That's why they did all of what they did last night.
No, but does he get another run? Does he win?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. He could never. Nobody ever thought he was gonna win it the first time. So
I didn't say never. I just said I don't think so.
I don't know.
Something like that.
See where it goes with all of that nonsense.
I mean, but that was a pretty solid episode of Raw. Not a lot of bloodline, honestly.
No, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, last night it did feel like it was a little bit whatever. But again, maybe that was just because it was in Chicago, and I love when they're in Chicago, so I don't know. Another great Raw, or another Raw in the books. Not a great Raw, but another Raw in the books.
So what do you give Punk and Sammy?
I mean, I guess a 3.5. I mean, it was okay, I guess, but I mean, the main event. I don't know. The main events for Raw and SmackDown sometimes just don't hit the same because, like, I'm not gonna go back and watch sometimes because, like, unless if it's like a Raw or SmackDown I miss, I rarely go back and watch a match from those shows unless if it's like the TLC match that they had on SmackDown like 2 years ago. So
yeah,
I
honestly think it's the time constraint.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, where it's just like I used to do that all the time, and I just don't have enough time in the day to like be able to do it. What's up? I don't know.
What you got going on today, dog?
I got for the rest of the day we got NXT later on tonight. White Sox play the Red Sox back in Chi-Town, and here we are. We'll be back live the rest of the week for TNA, SmackDown, all the things. So,
you know what I thought was funny? How Aldous said he had somebody and they were already in the building, and then they show Punk walking into the building, so he wasn't even in the building.
No, he wasn't. He's just
fucking lied.
They called him at 8:50 and said, "Hey, show up. He's 20 minutes away." Let's be again. Forget people. Him and AJ live in Chicago. They have a house. They live there. So let's be. That's what I mean. Where it's like you knew. I mean, shit. Even when he wasn't even a part of WWE, remember he showed up to that Raw in Chicago and Bailey tried to let him in, and then they got like yelled at or whatever. So
yeah, I remember it sparked rumors.
Yeah, so it's just like the man's always gonna show up at the Allstate. Shit, I kind of didn't know it was at the Allstate until yesterday. I was like, I thought when they had the chamber, I thought they were gonna start doing it at the United Center more. So I didn't know where they were gonna do it, but I mean that Chicago crowd is just insane. I mean,
I know, but I mean they love their wrestling, and if you can give them Punk and wrestling, why not, right?
Yep. I mean, again, there's people that may have never seen Punk until last night, so I mean that's where it's like I have been fortunate enough since he's returned to see him 3 times, so I cannot imagine like there's a couple people I know that went last night that were like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever, and there's just something about that music and then hitting, man. And I know Kyle saw his return at AEW and it just I don't know, there's something about it. When have you ever been to a show? And I don't know if I ever asked you that. Have you ever been?
No, I've been to wrestling shows. I was at the TLC where Del Rio won the U.S. title from John Cena.
I mean, get that feeling like if when you're at the show, like just the atmosphere and everything, where it just
it's fun.
It just no matter what show you go to, it could be the worst show in the world, but being there is just something. Like that SmackDown in Chicago wasn't the greatest, but John Cena's return or last SmackDown and everything, it's one of those things. I don't know.
I was at the Raw where Sin Cara got injured against Del Rio, where he fell out of the ring, and then you see him right away go like this to the ref. Like as soon as he lands, he goes like this. I'm like, oh, this son of a bitch got injured again. I think that's the last time Mystico played Sin Cara. After that, it was Unico. And I was supposed to be at the Raw where the Rock came back in 2010, 11.
Oh yeah, see, like that's what I mean. Like
where he randomly popped up. That shit was, I think, in Anaheim. I think it was in Anaheim or LA. but it was there, and the tickets hadn't sold out. There was like no idea he was going to show up, and I had work that day, and the day after, I was going to be helping at a bar because I used to do music. I was going to be helping set up a bunch of speakers and stuff for a show that we're going to do Wednesday. So I was like, I don't want to go. I need to get some sleep. And I didn't go, and the fucking Rock shows up.
Oh, of course. That's how it
Yeah,
all
imagine having been there for that. Holy shit. When he cut the Fruity Pebbles promo. Can you see me? I was like, fuck. This is bullshit. I was so mad at myself. I was like, fuck, I could have been there. One of my brothers was there. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Good.
Oh, man. But let me I was asking what you got going on so I can get you out of here and kick you out because you probably got to go clock in for your warehouse shift at the main event headquarters.
Yep, you already know. We'll like I said, we'll be live for NXT tonight. I'll have to sit in the warehouse and watch NXT Night Shift. Kyle said if I don't watch, I get fired, so I'm forced to watch now.
You don't watch, I get fired.
But yeah, no, we'll be live for NXT as usual and all the things. Go check out the Southside Boys. White Sox playing some good baseball. If you are a baseball fan, support us over there. We being noticed on White Sox podcast lately, so appreciate the White Sox people out there giving us shout outs and everything. But yeah, Tino's time everywhere else. We're on the road to 5,000. We're almost there. We're actually 40 away to 45 something to 4,600. So we're almost there, little by little.
Jesus
Appreciate
Christ.
always having me on, man.
Jesus Christ. How many?
4,400.
And you can't get them to sub to us here?
I try, man. Listen,
you're not trying hard enough.
Listen, people have been getting mad at me because I'm not live on the Main Event Network on Fridays right now because me and Kyle's schedules keep interlocking and I send him the link too late. So I need to start sending it early.
You need to get it together, Tino.
I know it's all my fault. So, oh well.
It's not my fault. Oh well. I'm just joking, man. I know we get busy. Life be lifing, man.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Life be lifing, literally.
And
I'm excited right now to find out who's on the cast of Big Brother. I don't know if you watch reality shows, but that's
no. I barely have time for wrestling, my man. But I'm excited for the knockouts tournament.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's been fun so far. I like the last two matches they had were fun.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it gives the people like Allie and Mara and stuff like that. And we all know probably who's going to win, like the Elena is most likely somebody like that. But I mean, it's still good to get the people out there. Like Harley Hudson is somebody I never knew who they were and whatever, but I've really enjoyed watching her and stuff like that. It's nice to see these people get the opportunities that you don't see. And again, that's the way we were talking about with Carmen earlier. That's how you get to know people, and that's how you get people out there that you might not know of for a while. And we see it happen with how fast these people can rise and how fast these people can become superstars. I mean, we've seen it with Soul, with Trick, with Oba. I mean, a year ago, they were in NXT still. So you never know.
Exactly. Yeah, we have we dropped 4 predictions blogs, the Blog World Order. We dropped 4 predictions blogs, which did insane numbers. We haven't had blogs do this good in a long time. So thank you everybody who's been reading them and sharing them. We just recently did another. We're back with the running blog. Remember when we did a running blog for the John Cena tournament where we predicted it as it went? We have the entire first round predicted for the Knockouts tournament. So make sure you guys check that out. Share it. It'll be on our main event Twitter. So follow us at main_event_net. We are also on Instagram at the same handle. I believe that's how you say it. Just be sure to check out our blogs, check out our streams. We got NXT Night Shift tonight. We have Tino going live tonight as well. Tim Vicious just dropped a new episode of Total Nonstop Rants. I believe he might not have an episode next week because he's going to be on the show this week or something.
Yeah, he might be on TNA. He might have a big time match. So, yeah.
Oh man! All right, well. We're on the way to 400 subscribers, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're going to go on ahead and get on out of here. All right, Tino. I appreciate you for coming through, my man. I hope you, whatever you get to chief on today is some really good stuff. I hope you have a great day, my man. And to everybody else, have a good one out there. And if I ain't there when you blaze blunt, please think of me.
What up, though? You already know what it is. Best in the world, a.k.a. The Problem. Isaiah Bronin. And you're watching the Main Event Wrestling Network.